Welcome back, trainers, and let's finally take a look at Meowscarada in the Great League here. I'm going to be pairing it up with Azumarill and Giratina Origin. I may be swapping out Azumarill here in a little while, but we're going to go with Giratina the entire time. Meowscarada does have Leafage, Frenzy Plant, and Flower Trick, so we're going to be going with an all-grass set here just to test it out, having a little fun here. And it does do quite a bit of damage when you start going for that Flower Trick with your quick move. It really starts adding up, especially for things that are weak to grass. And on top of that, you're going to be gaining energy pretty fast with your grass quick move. I was going to say with your Flower Trick quick move. So yeah, with that said, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. My thoughts are, it's fun. It's good. It's a great Pokemon for sure. Of course, you can go with Dark Pulse for coverage as well as getting stabbed there. Obviously, you're going to be going with Frenzy Plant, but having the all grass set was actually pretty nice. As you can see here, I caught this 98. This was my first shiny catch of the day during the community day. I couldn't believe it. I was so close to a Shundo. That would have been insane. I would have definitely maxed it out. But as far as I'm concerned, 500,000 Stardust to max this out. I just can't justify that right now. So we're not going to do that. We're going to hold on to our Stardust. That's 500,000 Stardust for this. For what? Then I'll do what with it? Go into the Master League and maybe win a couple of games if I'm lucky with great alignment? I don't think so. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. Oh, looks like we got Stunfisk in the front here. Looks like we took off Giratina. Oh man, and we kept the Azumarill. Wow, I don't know why he left Giratina. All right, so they're going to be swapping into their Victory Bell here, which we're going to be resisting the grass. It's still going to be doing quite a bit of damage, as Shadow Razor Leaf just does a ton of damage to everything, no matter what. Hitting me with a stinking acid spray. So they're able to almost farm me down. We're able to get to the Flower Trick. Hopefully we'll get a shield out of them here. And we do get both shields. Sounds good. But the problem is both of the Pokemon we have are weak to the dang grass. So we have to throw in the Stunfisk and immediately go for the Mud Bomb here. And it's not enough to take them out. A couple more quick moves and we're able to get them out of here. Bring it in Wigglytuff. We swap back into our Azumarill, or at least bring in our Azumarill here. We're going to go straight for that Play Rough. We are going with that and Ice Beam. Hydro Pump can come in handy, but we're just not rocking with that right now. And we'll go ahead and shield up this move here. It is a Disarming Voice, and they do have that Bastiodon. So now we're in a pretty sticky situation here. This is where having Hydro Pump would come in handy, but of course we have everything that resists it. We do have that Stunfisk, so we have to play our cards very carefully here if we're going to be able to pull this one off. So hit him with the Ice Beam, and we are shieldless at this point, and so are they. So what's going to happen? Hitting me with Stone Edge. In comes the Stunfisk. We're going to build up some more energy, and then they swap into their Wigglytuff. Hopefully this is enough. Bingo. And we're going to be able to take out this Bastiodon with a Mud Bomb, 4 times effective, and a very grim battle turned out to be a win. So let's get it. Next game, we're going to be leading with Stunfisk yet again. This is a great matchup for me up against that Talonflame. Although we're still taking normal damage from fire. So they're going to be swapping. We go for the Discharge. They bring in an Umbreon. Okay, sounds good. What we're going to do is build up a little bit more energy and then swap into Meowscarada. Now, we could have went with the Azumarill. I probably should have done that, seeing it is going to be a little bit more tanky. But we did see a Fire type in the front, so we're going to go ahead and take advantage of this while we can and use our Grass type in the clear. Right? So we'll just bring it in here. Wow, Last Resort doing a hell of a lot of damage. Bringing in that Talonflame. We're going to go ahead and go for another Flower Trick here, and we're getting a stinking shield. You got to love it. Let's go. All right, now we're going to go ahead and bring in the Azumarill. Hopefully there's no grass in the back for our Stunfisk. Hitting me with a Fly. And we'll go ahead. I don't know. Do I shield this one up? We'll shield it up. Yeah, let's go ahead and just do that. Oh, it's a Brave Bird. Oh, Fly and Brave Bird. Tricky person over here. All right, going for the Ice Beam, and now we got that last shield. They're retreating, bringing in their Umbreon here. We're going to let this go, obviously. We're going to farm them down so we can have a ton of energy. And we'll be ready to go. Bring in that Talonflame. Let's get it. Oh, they have a Quagsire in the back. Sounds good. We're going to go ahead and just throw the Play Rough here. Unfortunately, our grass is gone, so we're going to have to make do. We would have absolutely annihilated them with the Meowscarada. But we're just going to have to just work with what we got going on here. Going for the Ice Beam as well. And there, taking that win there up against the Talonflame with our Azumarill. Next game, we're going to be met with a Bastiodon. This is fantastic with our Stunfisk. Now, the reason why I'm using Stunfisk is because it kept throwing things that are weak to grounded and electric at me. So I was like, okay, I'm pretty sure That's because of the grass and the water that I have in the back, and they always like to throw those types up front. So we're just going to kind of manipulate the situation here. They do swap into their Heracross, and we're going to go ahead and just take them out. Yeah, it's no problem. Down they go. They didn't want to shield it up or anything. And what are they going to bring in here? A Grogeist. All right, so we're obviously weak to that. Everything that we have is not very effective. I'm just going to hold the line here. I'm just going to let them take me out. Or guess I'm not. Swapping into our Meowscarada. Bringing in that Bastion. We're going to go straight for the Frenzy Plant here. This is going to do a lot of damage. Meowscarade's attack is pretty decent, so it does have that going for it. Go ahead and shield this up. Hit him with a Leafage here. A Leafage. Flower Trick, raise our attack, get to another one. Can we get, let's see what happens here. Can we get them out of here? Not quite, and they're not using their shield. We're going to go ahead and swap, and they're bringing in their Grogeist again, and we're going to go ahead and shield this up here. They do have one shield left, so this is getting a little bit tricky, but we should be able to pull this off. Going for the Ice Beam, last shield. Both of our Pokemon in the back are basically dead. I couldn't believe it because I thought they'd get to another charge move, but they have Razor Leaf, so looks like we'll be able to take that win there. Bastiodon throws. They have 1 HP. There's really nothing they can do. We have 2 Pokemon left. All it's going to take is 1 quick move. Meowscarada takes the win for us there at the end, and we're going to move it on. Now we're going to use Defense Deoxys. We have that thing coming up pretty soon, so I thought I'd just throw it into the mix just for fun here and see what we're going to be matched up with. Looks like we still do have the Stunfisk. Wigglytuff. Sounds good to me. All right. So we got the Charm User in the front with the Dark type in the back. That's the way the algorithm works. It really likes to, like I told you earlier, throw those types. We've been over this many times for years at this point. We're going to go for the Thunderbolt here. Could go with the Rock Slide if you do want to rock with that. I just had Thunderbolt on this, and we're just going to go with it. Going to go for the Psycho Boost here. Definitely always want to rock that move, period. There's really no ifs, ands, or buts. Now, I could go in there with a Stunfisk, but we're also weak to water, so we're going to go ahead and just bring in the Meowscarada. But they're swapping into their Toxicroak, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to double shield this thing. Hopefully, we can outpace it. I'm pretty sure we do here, so we can get that alignment back up with the Azumarill. But we definitely need to burn their shields quick here. Their Mud Bomb, they let it go, which was surprising. I feel like I don't want to say that they should have shielded that up, but now they're just in a really screwed up position. Maybe they already knew they were over with and lost. I get it. Sometimes I do that too. I don't even bother shielding anymore, and I don't even back out because it was technically a pretty okay game. There was no real hard counters in the front. It was pretty even. A lot of times I'll just go all the way through, right? Backing out is not like a sign of disrespect to me or nothing, but you know, I'm not trying to like build myself up here, but if somebody encounters me and they know who I am, I'm pretty sure they're going to be like, oh, damn, this is, you know, this guy here. So I'll just give them their whole battle, right? And just play it out like a man. All right, so we have the Galarian Weezing over here. This is good because they're weak to Psychic, but we are taking super effective from that Brutal Swing. Now, I think I may include my Galarian Weezing in this one. Actually, no, it's going to be the next one. Look out for that one. We're going to be doing another Meowscarada video, except for it's going to be in the Ultra League. I think it's going to be a Go Battle League day today. All right, so what's going on here? So we survive. They charm us down, or not charm us down, quick move us down there with Fairy Wind. We bring in Stunfisk, another Pokemon that's going to be super effective to it with the Mud Bomb. Hitting me with a Sludge. Wait, what is that move? Yeah, well, that one that does hardly anything. Plus, we're ground type, so obviously it's not very effective. Is this Mud Bomb going to be enough? Not quite. A couple more quick moves. Unfortunately, they're getting to the damn charge move, and it's going to leave us with pretty much no health. Brutal Swing in the red, not looking great. They do have Marowak and as well as Galarian Moltres. Folks, oh my gosh, what the hell is going on? Meowscarada, get this thing. Let's go. Frenzy Plant, still doing so much damage as if it doesn't even resist it. You gotta love it. That's what happens when you bring these legendaries into the Great League. They just can't take a hit. We quick move them down. Unbelievable. Meowscarada really putting in the work right here up against legendaries, and then one-shotting, of course, the Marowak because it's weak as well as being shadowed too. Of course, we're met with a dark type with our Psychic in the front. Malamar, you, of course. All right, so I'm sure it has superpower because we have the dark type in the back. Yep, of course. See? Yeah, of course it does. It's too easy to see and the algorithm now and everything. Well, why don't you always manipulate it and rise up to legend if you're so good at manipulating it? There's a point in which you can, but then it starts, I don't want to say it gets smarter, but it will start to really counter everything that you have. If you get too many wins, it will start to screw you over. It's just the way it goes. Digger's Bee, taking a lot of damage, getting all the shields. We have the Deoxys ready to go here. We're going to go ahead and bring that in. Scorching Sands, I'm assuming, yeah, doing some pretty good damage. I want to farm them down here. Sounds good. We have a lot of energy, almost at 100, I would assume here. Going to go for the Thunderbolt. What was that they threw into the game? Oh, for Alligator, perfect. Now we'll go ahead and go for the Psycho Boost. And we have the Stunfisk in the back ready to go. Going to swap into that immediately here and start throwing these Mud Bombs up against the Malamar. So we know it has superpower. I'm assuming it's going to have Foul Play too. Let's see what happens. Okay, another... Does it have just one move? What's going on here? Going for the Mud Bomb. Doesn't really matter. We take the win. Looking good. Moving it on to our next game. Folks, if you can give this video a thumbs up, that'd be much appreciated. All right, so we're met with an Annihilape. This is great, obviously, because we resist the fighting. The Rage Fist is going to start adding up, but they're going to retreat and bring in, what was that? Look like a, was that Miltank or... Oh, a Dunsparce. Sounds good. So we'll go ahead and just bring in the Meowscarada for now. As we do resist the ground, so they'll have to be forced to go with the Rock Slide. Oh, they're going with Drill Run. Okay. Still doing a decent amount, actually. This won't KO, though. Yeah, not quite there. And we're going to go ahead and throw a... What is that? I keep forgetting the dang move. The power-up. Flower power-up. All right, so we're back up against the Annihilape with our Azumarill here. Hitting us with that Rage Fist. And they have a Bibarel in the back, so they have two rollout Pokemon. Okay, Bibarel's new quick move that they did add for this season, I do believe. Going to go ahead and go for the Discharge, as it is going to be part water. Getting a shield out of them, unfortunately. Obviously. It's down to the last bit of the game here. And they get to the next charge move. This one gets pretty close, so Bibarel's going to be able to farm up that energy quickly. So check this out. All right, so they bring... I think this may be the game. I'm not too sure. All right, so we're going to go for the Mud Bomb here. Swap into the Azumarill. They still have one shield left, so our best bet is going to be able to, like, farm them down. Hopefully we can do that here. We have to. All right, now we have to throw this Discharge. Hopefully we can get to our next charge move here. We know they're going to shield it. That's why I'm not hitting the bubbles. Unfortunately, they get to the charge move. This is going to be super effective to me. Is it going to KO? And it does. They take the win. That's a good game. See? That's a good game. Very close. All right, next one. We're going to be using Shadow Cresselia. We're all over the place with Clodsire as well. So we're just completely switched up the team over here, giving you a few ideas to go Battle League with Meowscarada. So on this Cresselia, I do have Future Sight instead of Moonblast for this reason right here. Okay? You see that? If I had Moonblast, I was screwed. There's nothing I can do up against Talonflame or Charizard or Fire for that matter. Excuse me. So having Future Sight takes a lot of people by surprise, as you've seen here. As well as being Shadow, we're doing that much more damage. So it really works out quite nicely. All right, bringing in the Clodsire here to go up against the Clefable. We'll go ahead and just let all this go because we resist pretty much everything. Clefable, can it learn Psychic? I don't know. I don't know why I'm spacing that out. All right, so we have more Morpeko out here. We're going to go ahead and go for the Earthquake as they are shieldless. And this is going to be super effective. Or, damn, they have one shield left. My bad. All right, now we'll go for Earthquake. We can go ahead and shield up the Psychic thing. We should be able to outpace them here. Getting to the Earthquake. Great. This is good stuff here. And, of course, down they go. Now, I don't think they can KO us. We have one shield left, so we'll go ahead and use that shield here. And all we need to do is get to the Sludge Bomb, and we will be able to take the win here, and we're looking good. So my thoughts for the experiences that I did have using Meowscarada in the Great League were great, even with all grass moves. I think put in the work. It was pretty fun to use for sure, have to admit. I'm glad I made a bunch of different ones for this community day. All right, so we're up against for Alligator here. We'll go ahead and let this go. Calling the Hydro Cannon, still going in here with the Shadow Cresselia. Going for the Grass Knot. This is going to be a legacy move. Don't try to use a regular TM. They catch it with their Mandibuzz. Gonna have to say that was an extremely nice catch. Good job. I'd clap for you, but I'm holding my phone right now. So we're going to build up quite a bit of energy and go for the Sludge Bomb here. We don't really want to bring in our Meowscarada, right? And our Cresselia can't fight against this, especially with Future Sight. So it's all up to the Clodsire here. Gonna go for another one. Okay, Clodsire putting in the work. I mean, you could go with Stone Edge too, which would give you the coverage for flyers, but I just prefer going for Earthquake right now. So we're going to go ahead and do that. But anyways, this is going to be our last battle here, folks. Thank you for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Meowscarada, definitely something that you want on your roster for Go Battle League. As far as maxing one of these things out, I mean, if you had 100 or a Shundo or, you know, something like that, I'll probably eventually max out my 98. It's just missing one in attack, which is just a little bit heartbreaking, unfortunately. If it was an HP, I probably really wouldn't hesitate. But man, if it was a Shundo, I would have powered it up right on the spot. Right on the freaking spot. I like this design for this Pokemon. It's actually really cool. The kind of clown, magician style Pokemon with a cool attitude. Alright, so it looks like it is going to actually finish it off for us here. Star of the show. Getting the shield. Oh, not quite. Oh, not quite. I think we're going to let this go for sure. Yeah, that would be a horrible waste. There you go. There you go, folks. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all next time after we take them out here. Looks like they closed their app or the game's just lagging. Gotta love it. And there you go. Thank you for watching, and take care.